Alex Fullerton, winemaker at Fullerton Wines here. We are back in the cellar and we're tasting some Syrah. When my parents and I started Fullerton Wines, we were very set on only making Burgundian varietals. So mainly Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. Our intense love of Syrah and need to have a bigger wine that could pair with heartier fare soon kind of took over, enough nagging, and in 2015 we got some Syrah grapes from Southern Oregon, from Applegate Valley. The Applegate Valley has a lovely warm climate. It's a lot warmer than the Willamette Valley, but you still get really cool nights due to elevation and proximity to the coast. It's a little too cool to predictably ripen Cabernet Sauvignon, but it's absolutely perfect for grapes like Syrah. May's Vineyard sits in an alluvial fan coming off of granite hills, which gives a really pure fruit expression and striking minerality to the wines. And many Oregonians will remember 2017 for the massive wildfires. Even up around the Willamette Valley, there were wildfires really close, and it was raining ash in Portland. But in parts of the Rogue Valley, even in the Applegate Valley, the smoke was so thick you couldn't see your hand if you held it up to in front of your head like this. This amount of smoke can cause a lot of complications for winemaking. What happens is that certain compounds in the smoke get taken up into the plant, and then they actually get worked into the plant's regular metabolism, and they get attached to sugar molecules, which is called a glycoside. And glycosides you can't taste by tasting the berry, but when the yeast ferments, it will cleave the glycoside to eat the sugar and free up the aroma compound. So you may not taste the smokiness in grapes you harvest, but you might have an overwhelmingly and disgustingly smoky wine that is not nice like bacon, fat, and lovely smoke. It's licking an ashtray. May's Vineyard lucked out because a lot of the smoke was separated by a series of mountains and directed away from the vineyards. And we can do a lot of testing to see what smoke compounds we have, but you don't really know until you make the wine. So we were very confident coming into this wine, but we did take many steps in the winemaking procedures, how we made the wine, in order to limit how much we extracted these potential smoke compounds into the wine. In sharp contrast to our 2015 Syrah, which was fermented 100% whole cluster and left on the skins for 2 months prior to fermentation, our 2017, we did a lot of things in order to limit extraction of the potential smoke compounds. So we destemmed everything, we rigorously sorted out any leaves or any debris that might contain smoke compounds, and then we pressed the wine off early at about 80% completion of fermentation. We then aged the wine in a high amount of new oak, which actually can help integrate and mask some of the smoke compounds, and we left it in barrel for 2.5 years in order to fully cleave these glycosides. Because the glycosides, they don't smell, but they can actually retronasally affect flavor. So your saliva can cleave the glycosides. And it's better to fully cleave all the glycosides and have only free aroma compounds. Then you know what you have, and some of them actually may decrease over time. The wine was aged for 2.5 years in 50% new oak. We just bottled it a couple months ago, and it is already ready to go, ready to drink, tasting beautiful. It's got dark fruit, lots of spice. The smoke, which could have been bad, we didn't know, is just in the background. It's actually just enhances the wine. Perfect for warmer grilling weather, for bigger meats or just heartier fare in general. All right, we have to end this video before I drink the whole bottle. The wine's too delicious. Thank you guys for joining us. We hope you're staying safe and sane out there. We cannot recommend that you party unless it's a 6-footed party. Cheers, James.
Cheers, Alex.